Late last year we launched the Pure Books ordering application. Pure is the university's research information system. The acquisitions team used the application to perform a number of tasks: to identify research outputs published by our academics in book form, to check whether the record for the output has been published and validated in the Pure system, to check the library's existing print and e-holdings, to order items that we don't hold, and to let our academics know when their books arrived. This task is central to our collection development activities. It also enables us to capture most of the outputs we will need to make available as part of the next Research Excellence Framework.
Previously, we worked with a spreadsheet listing outputs from the university's academics. This was extremely time-consuming, particularly as it was difficult to filter. There was no indication as to whether the titles were published yet, and we had to keep checking and rechecking until available for purchase. Once the ordered title became available, the academic would receive an automated email. This created confusion, however, as the emails were the same as those to order a book. They would confirm that the title was available, but with no mention of Pure, and so the academic didn't know why they had received it. As a result, we had to send each email manually. Other issues included delays in receiving the spreadsheet and collating the statistics.
Pure Books application workflow. First, book-related content type records are retrieved from Pure using Pure Web Service and imported into the database. This information is referred to as metadata in the application. Then, Prima API is called by passing in a book's title and ISBN to check if the book is already in the catalog. If the book is not in the catalog, then the acquisition team creates a purchase order line. A call is made to the EMA API by posting the book's information. If a pool is successfully created, API returns the pool number and will store this as part of the application. Or for some records, there is an option to update the pool number manually. Finally, automated emails are sent out to Manchester authors, which includes a link to their book in library search as soon as the book is received. The record status is marked as complete. Here are some main screenshots from the Pure Books application and the search interface. We can search records by giving fields and export as Excel file. On the View and Edit interface, there are three tabs. The Metadata and the Author tab contain the information from Pure API, which is reader-only. We can update the book's information from a Record Management tab. Here we have three sections: Record Details, Print Book Purchase Details, eBook Purchase Details. We keep an email log of all the emails that are sent out using the application.
The system will be regularly updated with new outputs every quarter. We can easily locate whether titles are chapter contributions, books, etc., and filter as necessary. We can use the application to generate purchase order lines rather than having to manually create them. Emails that highlight the reason for purchase can be triggered from the application. We can download full reports from the system showing the status of all titles.
Finally, next steps. Work is ongoing to create a link in Research Explorer to the relevant book or book chapter in Primo. The digital development team hope to achieve this using Pure's Write API. We will explore what use can be made of the open access field within the Pure Books ordering application, especially with reference to the current open access monographs project.